Well, hello, everybody. Today we have with us Julie Jones, who's the Executive Director of the Northern Kentucky Bar Association. Julie, thanks for stepping aside and taking a few minutes to talk with me today.
Thank you. It's a pleasure to be here.
Absolutely. Well, first of all, tell us a little bit about what is the Northern Kentucky Bar Association? What do you all do?
The Northern Kentucky Bar Association is a voluntary bar association, membership driven, for our local attorneys and judges. However, we also encourage local law students to join our association because they never know, really, truly, they might have an idea of where they want to be after they exit law school, but we like them to get involved with the NKBA in case they stay here in the area. We also have a lot of businesses that like to be members of our organization, and that way they can get involved and get to know a lot of our attorneys. So businesses find themselves very actively involved in our organization, even if it's just as a sponsor. But we work a lot with the community and try to provide support to our community as well through our lawyer referral service program and different programs that we can host.
So you have members all the way from a single practitioner all the way to a large firm in the region.
Yes, we do. We also have a lot of financial advisors, banks, just CPAs, a lot of different businesses that like to be a part of our organization as well, because a lot of those businesses work hand in hand with different areas of practice through the legal community. So they like to be involved as well.
As a professional organization like yours, one of the things you do is a lot of continuing education. I'm sure that with COVID, that's one of many things you've had to do differently, but maybe speak a little bit about that and the effects of what you're seeing to your members here over the past months that we've been dealing with this pandemic.
We had a young attorney say to me that this was their 9/11. And I think that for a lot of our members, this has felt like 9/11 in many ways, not to say that that our community is not, they're feeling a lot of fear. Yeah. And so we have been there trying to provide them some continuing education support. We had financial advisors speak to them through COVID. We ran an entire series with different areas of focus to help them along the way, just so that they knew that we were here to support them. A lot of it was also for mental health. We did not want them to go down a rabbit hole, which could cause some concern. So we've tried to be there for our organization or for our members and our non-members through continuing education while they had some time down.
And so we really take for granted, I think, that the availability of good legal services in our community at times. We assume it's there. When we need it, we want it to be the best. But we know they also have some downtimes, and this is one of those that's affected your members as well. And maybe speak to that a bit.
It has affected them with the courts not completely shutting down, but not being able to enter the courthouse, or everyone learning how to use Zoom or Skype for court. Everyone has had to just very quickly learn a different way of handling their practice. There have also been a lot of ethical issues with using Zoom because, you know, they don't want to break any laws, and that we've learned a lot about that through the course of this, speaking with our judges. And we actually had some members of our ethics hotline speak to us because no one wanted to break any rules, because as an example, we never thought about this, like your echo in your house, you could be breaking client privilege if that's on, if someone could be listening in. So there's a lot of different things we had not thought about. But I think that we have all in the legal community, we figured it out very quickly. We worked together. We supported one another. We tried to be there as a support system for our members. And I think we did it quite seamlessly in trying to be there for them.
Well, and it speaks to the fact of this. It is a community, a professional group that wants to see everyone come out of this successfully, financially and mentally and everything else combined. One of the areas I watched, which you've noted, is that our Commonwealth attorney, Rob Sanders, in partnership with a lot of local firms, did some neat stuff in terms of Takeout Tuesday before a lot of the restaurants opened up for sit-in restaurants, and got the food put to the hands of a lot of our first responders. Maybe speak to that a bit. So that was a lot of neat work that was done there.
Well, I know that Taft as well, and I don't want to leave anyone out if I just missed it, so I apologize in advance, but I know that Taft, and I know that Daryl Cox's office, they did it. And it was just a fun thing to give back, and I know that everyone enjoyed it. I think it was an exciting thing to do. We were also at the same time supporting our local restaurants. I really think Northern Kentucky showed that they truly love our area. We support our area, and it was just really fun to see everybody come together collectively to be a team and try to help each other.
Well,
so it was really fun.
It's one of the best parts about Northern Kentucky, right? I mean, you're a lifelong person here, and as I am, and again, we take that for granted too sometimes. Well, back to the nuts and bolts briefly to the Bar Association. When you all are working together, some of the things I wasn't aware as much as the referral. So if someone needed legal services and they're trying to figure out where in the world do I go other than just ask a friend, you're a resource to do that, correct?
We are a resource. We have our lawyer referral service, and we also work hand in hand in partnership with Legal Aid of the Bluegrass. So if someone could financially qualify for legal aid assistance, we try to work with them to get with legal aid and get the right assistance that they need without having to try to figure out how to pay for it. But we do have a referral service. And I think what a lot of people do not realize is attorneys don't practice every area of law. So what we can do is zero in on what their needs are and get them with the right person that handles that area of law. And that, when a lot of people that call here, they're scared, maybe they were just served or they just got arrested for something, they have a speeding ticket, whatever this problem is. We are here to help them find that person a little bit quicker.
That's a great point. Well, and, one of the things you also alluded to with COVID is the fact that the economy changing, criminal issues really at a low point. That obviously cuts down the workload for the attorneys and all the ramifications of that. But all that, while that's been going on, your group has done a lot of things with the community, trying to still help the Children's Center and things of that nature. Maybe you could talk about that great work that continues.
We have reached out to quite a number of local legal organizations. Well, not even all just legal based, but we have reached out to a lot of nonprofits who need a lot of support and ask them, what can we do for you? Can we get together some volunteers, some fundraising, whatever it is you need, let us help be a resource for you during these troubled times. Because I know that they're all very scared, and how are they going to help people? I think mostly about the emergency shelter and what they're going through, especially while it's so warm out. Are they still getting the financial dollars in that they need, or clothing, whatever their resources might be? Are those still coming in? So we've reached out to quite a few organizations to say, what can we do to help you?
Well, it speaks to the credibility of the organization and the broad spectrum of things you guys are dealing with. So appreciate you updating the community about it, and always say thank you for your membership, for all the great work that they do to really support all of our efforts in business and as private citizens in the legal world that we don't necessarily deal with on a daily basis. I really do appreciate it.
Well, I appreciate it. At the bottom of all my emails, I have a little quote about unity bringing in strength, and I truly believe in that. And I believe that Northern Kentucky and the Northern Kentucky Bar Association have proven that unity does bring strength.
Well said. Thanks, Julie.
Thank you.